all know that right now GenAI is hyped, right? It's a big hype.
Yeah,
GenAI,
yeah, yeah.
the AI, the GenAI, the way that is happening, right? So, with your experience in ensuring a data integrity and responsible AI within critical sectors like healthcare,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Or
mm.
or let's say, because these are all personal information, healthcare, banking, these are very personal information. So how do you perceive that the current GenAI wave, is it a meaningful disruption or a trend whose impact are we yet to build?
Mm. First of all, it's not a wave, Pinjala. It's a tsunami, which is which we are looking at. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very monumental time in our history where we are actually looking at whatever we watched into the sci-fi series like 20 years back.
Mm-hmm.
The meaningful conversation with the Gen AI solution, right, and then getting the answers right at your fingertip, which is personalized for you. Right, so something which every human crave for, and then it's a tsunami. But yes, the moral compass is still missing, and that is when in healthcare, Gen AI is very meaningful. There are lots of things that can be done in healthcare industry, and then not only healthcare industry, lots of other industries. But I'll talk about healthcare, where there are so many things which can be simplified, which
Mm-hmm.
can be personalized using Gen AI technologies, which are a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But the problem is, financial domain, healthcare is a highly regulated space.
Right.
You cannot just innovate something and then bring it out in the world and then just take its course. It's not a social media,
Mm-hmm.
where you just keep hitting and trialing something and then figure out the right way to do it. That is
Mm-hmm.
not how health industry works. It's very, very highly regulated, and um, without the context specific grounding in
Mm-hmm.
any Gen AI solution, it's a risk, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does not lead to something which will have a positive impact on the society.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why all these healthcare companies, they are very cautious about bringing it into the play, but it is inevitable to bring it into play.
Okay.
The only thing is, we have to change it. We have
Mm-hmm.
to make it uh, responsible, make it
Mm-hmm.
responsive, not only responsible from the implementation perspective, but from the responsible from the application perspective as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in healthcare, that there are life at stake, there are patients,
Right.
right? We cannot uh, uh, we cannot take that for granted at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But with all these things, the data which is coming, and then I don't have to explain that Gen AI is a kind of AI which is trained on data. So anything,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I only talk about generative AI, everything relies on the data on which it's trained on.
Right.
And specifically in healthcare, the data is not very uniform or not very homogeneous. It is very heterogeneous, very scattered, very diverse. People, there are different kind of data which is coming from all across the world, from labs, from patients, from apps, and all those things. We have to be very cautious about when we implement an AI solution.
Right.
We cannot do it as a vanilla flavor of just picking, Gemini or chat GPT and then just put it there. We have to make sure that there's another layer which is sitting, which is creating a guardrails, which
Right.
is making sure that whatever is coming out as an output of these Gen AI are following the guardrails and are trained on the context, healthcare context specific things.